Hi everyone, I'm Carrie from On the Mark Creations by Carrie, and today I'm going to be making a magnolia flower on the small Unique in the Creek board. I learned this method from Stacy at Your Front Porch, and the outer petals are a double Dean Michael petal, and I already folded those. It's just like your regular Dean Michael petal, but you use a 20-inch long petal and you double fold it. And we are using 6-inch cable ties, zip ties, and I got these on Amazon. And if you want to take a screenshot of the size. And like I said, we're doing the small Unique in the Creek board, and we are going to be using rows 3 and 4. And on row 3, I did all the regular shared holes, if you can see, and there's 8 of them. And then on row 4, I did all the regular shared holes along with the shared holes. So if you want to take a screenshot of that too, so you can see. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the double petals on the outside, like I said, and we're going to load it. I used zip ties to hold the petal together, and I think that little nub right there is a good way to help hold your petal in place. So I'm going to bring you guys down just a little bit further so you can see better and not my face. All right, so take your petal and you put it just past the zip tie that you used to hold, make the petal. And I know everybody has those zip tie guns, but I just use my wire cutters. Regular wire cutters works just fine. And we're going to go around the board. Now, for this magnolia wreath, the center is going to be a pine cone, a large pine cone. And we have this one here that I think I got from Festive Creations by Stephanie. I'm not 100% sure. But I also have a bag of pine cones that I got from my good friend Brian Shook of Oakville Wreaths. So you can use those. Here's a gold one. That would be really pretty too. There's a gold one. But they just have to be a decent size. Here's a flocked snow-covered one. They just have to be a decent size when you put it in the center to cover around the petal. So we'll just continue putting the petals in. Again, this is a Unique in the Creek board. I do believe I got the mesh from Unique in the Creek. You can obviously get it at other places like Craft Outlet, and there's a bunch of vendors on Etsy that sell it. You can make this wreath on a when you use like a 10, not a 10-inch, how is this? This is an 8-inch wire frame. I think you can get them at Michael's, and then you just take the plastic canvas and you zip tie it to the inner part. So you can make them like that. However, I just feel that these boards work the best. They're very, very good. They're sturdy. They're plastic. They're made out of recycled products or recycled plastic, and just makes it so easy to make your flower, in my opinion. Okay, so then on the inner side, on 4 of the petals, we're going to be using the single petal, Dean Michael petal, and that's just using a 10 inch by 10 inch square. And these are going to go on the larger shared. Sometimes it's a little difficult to get your petal in there with all the zip ties in there. You can just add 4 of them at a time and do these petals. And then when you're ready to do the other 4, which is the Star Trek petal, you can add those in after. Sometimes it's a little bit easier. So I'm doing every other hole at the moment. And if you guys like this, I will be making kits available in my Etsy shop. I'll have the link in the comments or underneath. You can just make a comment and let me know if you'd like to purchase a kit. Okay, so we're almost done except for the leaves. And you can add leaves or you can leave the leaves out. It's totally up to you. So this is the Star Trek petal. You start with the 10 by 10 square and curl side up. And I always have the factory edge on my left corner. Bring the corner down. Okay. And you don't have to make sure that the corners are perfect because it's just going to get folded one more time over. And you take the right side and fold it over to the left. So now you have a triangle, like a Star Trek symbol. And what I usually do is I take my thumb and my middle finger and I pull the ends together like that. And this is how it's going to be put in the board, like that. So you won't need to originally. Sometimes you can pop the center down like that to make the petal look like that, but we don't really need to do that. We just fold it. And I'm going to take a 4-inch zip tie and secure. Like I said, I like using zip ties. Sometimes on petals, you need that extra protection, and the little nub when you cut it off is perfect. So I would say right around the 2-inch mark is where I would put my zip tie or my rubber band hair rubber band. And then you just pull that, cut it, and we'll put it in the board. You can also cut the little edges off so it's easier to work with. And sometimes you'll get a little piece that wants to take off and get away from you. You just trim it so it doesn't fray even more. All right, so zip tie tight. Okay, and we'll do another one. Curl side up, 10 by 10 square, factory edge on my left, pull down the corner, Take your right, go over to the left. Now you have your triangle. And you can also just take and pull your ends together like that, whichever way feels more comfortable to you. Take a 4-inch zip tie. Well, let me do the rubber band so I can show you that you can do that too. You can get these rubber bands at Dollar Tree, Walmart, Amazon. So right about the 2-inch mark, you just rubber band it. And pull it up a little bit. Trim off the excess. Two more. Take a corner, fold it over. Bring these two ends together. I'll do one more. Corner to corner. Corner to corner again. Last in the petal or in the flower. Sometimes people do the Star Trek petal, like I said, where they pop down that center, and then you would fasten it right here, so that because sometimes you can see in the inside the petal to the board. If you look, you can kind of see, but all you have to do is just kind of like pop that inward. There we go. Then you won't see it. Okay. Put these in the board. Last one. Okay. Make these Star Trek petals kind of stand up a little bit more, so that that's how it kind of makes it resemble the magnolia. Okay, stand up. And here it is without, let me get stand up a little bit, without the pine cone. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to use, I do believe, this one that I got from, like I said, I think it was Festive Creations by Stephanie. You can get them anywhere, probably any craft store. You can probably even go collect your own pine cones. Although I'm not quite sure what you would have to do to it to, I mean, just in case there's bugs or something in them. So this one's already got like a stem on it. Let me show you one that doesn't. So these have a wire, but what I would do is I would take a, I got this at Michael's around Christmas time. It's, I'm not sure the gauge, maybe 24, 22 gauge. Just take some brown wire or green, doesn't matter because it's not going to be seen. And the wire is obviously not long enough, so I'm going to just take that out. Okay, so I would go in the last row of pine, of the pine here, where you can see and get the wire through. The lower the better, and you just feed it through. I don't know if you can see. Feed it through. And then, come on. Get it to where they meet. And then you twist it off right there. And then go up around by the center here to where it would be easier to put this in the board. Okay. And you can also just use glue. All right, so I'm not going to use the 2 center holes because I think it'd be it would make it more stable to put the wires a little bit further away. So I'm going to use one of these holes and the one across from it. Okay. Well, that is sticking up way too much. I'm going to trim off some of this extra. And that's another reason why I trim them. The truck pedal ends is so that the pine cone will lay a little bit flatter. And apparently I didn't trim it enough. Okay. And you just push them down a little bit more. Okay, so let's add the pine cone. cooperate. All right. So once you get it in the 2 holes, you just pull it tight and twist them. Okay, like so. And then you feed the end of it back through a hole so it doesn't come out and poke your customer's door or your door. Just gonna bend this down in there a little bit better. There. All right. So as you can see, this pine cone, it's okay. I would prefer the bigger one, which I might change out, but there's your magnolia. Yeah, I think I am going to use the bigger one, which makes it easy because all you have to do is just untwist the wire and pull it out. All right, so this one's got just one wire coming through and it's already attached. So I will go through the middle hole here. Okay. Oh yeah, that's much better. Size is perfect. And what I'm going to do is come back up. Actually, hold on. I wonder if there's a way. No. I'm going to do my original plan. So I'm going to go through one of the holes there, and I'm going to come back up through the other one. Okay. Piece of burlap getting in my way. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it through all the way. Come on. Cooperate. There we go. Okay. Then, once I get it tight, I'm going to go back down through one of the other holes. Like so. And I will also add some glue. Okay. So after I came back up, I don't know if you can see, so I went down in the middle with one hole, came back up, went back down, and now I will trim some of this off. But I will go across to make it more. There. So it's a little lopsided, which is okay. And pull these petals up. And add some glue. said, you can make petals. This is like a, not sure what the color is called. I didn't save the thing, but it's probably like a olive colored mesh. You take a 10 by 10 square, curl side up, and take the top to the bottom. And you can either scrunch down the middle to make this kind of petal, or you can do another Dean Michael petal, just like this one. You can also take a like a natural or a brown colored one and double it. I already have one here, so what I did is I took a square and I cut it down the middle, so I have 2 triangles and I layered them. And sometimes you can make a, not sometimes, you can, if you want to, like a veined looking leaf. And to do that, you can either take the edge right here where you fold it and iron it with parchment paper, or you can also just take some glue and put it just a little bit, because it'll seep through. Take a little finger protector and hold it. And if you have glue slings, you can take a blow dryer. Some more glue. Just a very, very little bit amount will do the trick. Excuse me. Okay. And then after it's dry, you have your vein. See the vein? Okay. And this is where you would fold it, just like your Dean Michael. Take the pinched end, scrunch, 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 and you can tuck these upwards or tuck them downwards, whichever way. Take a zip tie. And there you have a veined petal. Okay. Or you can do the regular Dean Michael petal with the plain green. Okay. Corner to corner. Pull just a little bit, scrunch in the center. Scrunch once. Scrunch twice. Go on this side and scrunch. Try to make them kind of uniform, same size of scrunches. Okay. So I wanted to also let you know, sometimes the mesh doesn't want to cooperate. So what I like to do sometimes is take just a smidge glue at the very corner and put the two corners together so that they stay. You can also just kind of like stretch your petal. Have it curved down. So there's your Dean Michael leaf. So you can do either one. And you can use any shade of green you want. So let's add a leaf. For this, you would use, oops, the outer edge. First, find your top where the holes are all together. That's where you would put the zip tie or string to hang it with. So I would go probably down here in this corner for a leaf, and you use the outer edge. Or the outer ring, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna just put the regular Dean Michael petal leaf in there. Just show you. Okay. So there's a leaf. And let's see, where's the top again? Top is over here. Let's put a zip tie in there. So we know where the top is. So I just put a zip tie in there. Put one or two clicks. And that's how you would hang it. So I'm going to put another one, let's see, up here on this side. All right, let's make another leaf. 10 by 10 piece of mesh, curl side up, factory edge up here on my left. You bring it down, corner to corner, turn it sideways, pull it just a little so you know where the center is. Scrunch in the middle. I would say that's probably like an inch. Okay, scrunch, and then approximately 2 inches further, you scrunch again. Sometimes I don't want to cooperate. And then scrunch again. Okay, do the same at the bottom. Scrunch, make sure they're same size. Scrunch. All right. Let's see, do we need some glue? Yeah, just a little bit, actually. Okay. Another zip tie. And I'm going to go over here. Okay, put the leaf in. All right. There it is. I'm going to pull you up a little bit. Maybe a third one up here too. But you get the gist. Very pretty. And like I said, you can even flock your own pine cones by taking Mod Podge and that snowy stuff that they sell at, I think they sell it at the Dollar Tree, but they also sell it at in the Hobby Lobby crafting section. Just kind of like sprinkle that on there. And flock your own pine cone. All right, well, thank you for watching. And like I said, if you want to see a kit for this, just let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and follow. Thanks. Bye.